but there were some text messages that that I paid attention to that kind of let me know that there might be some financial challenges. And again, our goal is not to gossip about the brother. It's not to make fun of him. It's not to dog him. It's really to kind of help us to really understand what's being done to your young people, what's being done to your community, and how they're playing you, and all that black wealth that you claim that you don't have. That black wealth has been translated into white wealth. That black wealth has been turned into wealth for white people. Somebody says, Black Caesar says, Boyce, you turned into a troll. Well, fuck you. You're out of my channel. You're no longer invited. So you'll take your trolling ass on somewhere else. All right. So here's the deal. You know, a lot of the black wealth that is missing when they say that black people don't have any wealth, what they're saying is that black wealth did not disappear. Black wealth didn't just evaporate. Black wealth is not gone. Just like land. If I say I used to own a piece of land, but now I don't own it anymore, the land is still there. It just changed hands. It just went to somebody else's pocket. So when you're seeing black wealth go down and white wealth go up, I kicked him out quick. I see y'all talking about that. I kicked him out quick because I ain't got time for bullshit. I ain't got time for dumbass niggas in my chat. I'm sorry. If you're bringing negativity to my platform, I don't want you here because I ain't got time to explain it to the people on the fucking little bus. I just don't. I'm talking to the people that want to learn. If you don't want to learn, then get the fuck out. Go watch World Star or some shit. Go watch some ignorant shit. There's plenty of it. There's far more ignorance out here than there is intelligence, right? So seriously, like, you ain't got to be here. I don't want you here if you're gonna bring some bullshit. If you can't play chess and you only know how to play checkers, then take your checker playing ass out here and let these white people eat your little dumb ass up. Let these white folks take all your wealth. Let these white folks fuck your children. Let these white people steal everything that your family's ever built. Let these white people steal all your potential. Let these white people put you in the poorhouse. Let these white people leave you depressed. Go do that shit. Just go. Seriously. I'm not trying to go crazy, but that's how I feel. I ain't got time for the bullshit. I just don't. I'm here to lay out a perspective, and I'm very confident in this point of view because, as you guys know, I've been teaching finance to college students for 25 years. I reiterate that because I'm not just a guy with an opinion. I'm a guy who's done thousands of hours of scientific analysis on exactly how wealth is built and how wealth is transferred from one person's hands to the other. And so what I'm here to tell you is that when you're talking about a rapper like Lil Yachty, his case got my attention, not because I was trying to make fun of this brother. I mean, seriously, look, I'm 48 years old. And I ain't gonna lie. Some of that shit looks crazy to me. It looks like a straight. Actually, if you know history, which is kind of a curse and a blessing at the same time. If you know history, you know how much this is linked to a fucking minstrel show. Like, in fact, I wanted to learn about Lil Yachty. You know, they say before you correct, you must connect. Before you correct, you must connect. Before you seek to correct, you must understand. So I try to understand this brother. I understand his story. I read all about him. I tried to learn how he got to the top. And I saw a lot of common themes. And one thing he said that stood out to me big time was this. There's a picture of him, and you could tell they made the picture extra dark. Kind of almost like a buckwheat kind of picture. And he's smiling, and he's got some multicolored chiclet teeth, like Tekashi 6ix9ine had. And he literally said that to succeed in this industry, you got to kind of be a cartoon character. He literally said that. He said you have to be kind of a cartoon character. You see, and this is pervasive. This is very deep because what this really says is that, remember, minstrel shows were, over 100 years ago. That's what they did. They made you into cartoon characters. The smiling, bamboozled buffoonery. It's showtime, right? It's showtime, right? That shit ain't a damn thing changed. Ain't nothing changed. It's showtime. You gotta be a cartoon character, right? And get the shiny teeth, get thugged out, become a character, and that will lead white people to embrace you. Because y'all know this music is being bought mostly by white folks. It's being validated by black people. They're taking the brand of the hood and they're selling it worldwide, which is why they should pay a tax to the hood. Right? Even Nipsey Hussle said that. He said, if you put the hood's name in your mouth, you better be taxed. You got to pay a tax for the use of that brand. If you talk about Crips and Bloods, you better be ready to pay because those are powerful brands that will help you sell a record. So yes, it does make sense when Crips and Bloods say, hey, you need to pay us if you're going to use our brand in your music. Just like Apple Computer or McDonald's would say, hey, you used our brand, you need to pay us. Mickey Mouse, if you use the Mickey Mouse brand, you got to pay Disney, right? So the brand of the hood is utilized by artists that are able to, with their Jewish managers. Typically their managers are not black. The people that run all this shit are not from your community. This jewelry store that Lil Yachty owes all this money to is not a black-owned jewelry store. This is not, African-American jewelers. This is not, like Timbuktu jewelry store. This is not run by black people. This jewelry store is run by a white dude. I believe he's a Jewish guy, but not anti-Semitic, just stating facts here, who basically sees young black artists as big financial hoes. Big financial hoes. The same way somebody tricks, or a trick goes out and gets a hoe. He sees them as financial hoes. He sees them as a financial resource. He knows that in that industry, when you're trying to make yourself into a cartoon character, first thing you do is you take a big chunk of your money, you go buy a shit ton of jewelry, more jewelry than a normal human being will ever wear, and you spend all your family wealth, your grandkids' wealth on a bunch of jewelry so that you can look like a cartoon character in front of crowds full of white people. That's what is happening here. Now, I'm not judging that. I'm not judging Lil Yachty as a person. In fact, it would be wrong for me to judge him or to be overly critical of him because he's 22 years old. He don't know shit, right? He's a kid, right? So I'm not judging him. I'm not attacking him. What I'm doing is I'm correcting him the way my father would have corrected me. What I'm saying is these people are playing you. They're playing you the same way they played Bobby Shmurda. When Epic Records had him dancing on the table like a monkey, and next thing you know, he's in jail. Epic Records ain't checked on his ass. Epic Records ain't trying to go get him out. Epic Records ain't trying to go out and hold. They ain't running a free Bobby Shmurda campaign. They've moved on. They like E40 said, they got a new nigga next year. They'll just go find somebody else in the hood, set him up for failure, and then watch him rise to the top thinking that he made it, and then watch him fall.